Hey Tim, hi everyone. Edwin Brotamonte here from Houston, Texas. Just a week away from Tim's event, my first time going, so very excited to be on this call now as an Alliance member. So thanks again, Tim, for this opportunity. Um, I am a registered nurse by profession, but have been doing multifamily real estate syndication operation full cycle on so far 124 doors for the last 10 years. However, last year I discovered my mother showing signs of Alzheimer's, and as I was stressfully starting to market one of my properties for sale and realized what the cap rates were, I found Tim online and another individual that I'm going to be partnering up with and going into assisted living and memory care new development projects. I've had to move my mother into a facility, and in discovering what these facilities charge was kind of an eye opener for me, and so that's why when I decided my next project was going to be in this space. So, Tim, I'm going to take over the presentation if you
Okay.
don't mind. Here it is. Okay. And on the screen is myself at the top and my wife, but then I'm also partnering up with um, Brett and Laura Chatkavis out of Georgetown, Texas. They are experienced operators in the assisted living and memory care space and are actually my mentors and business partners on this current project. Again, they're already operating this business model, which is kind of a Class A memory care facility, 16 beds, high rents around 8,000 a month per resident. So that's kind of our goal. And I'm going to back up the presentation to uh, where what we're going to try to do here in the Houston, actually in the Fulshire, Texas area. So Cedar View Terrace is going to be two homes that look like this, both 16 beds. And that's purposeful because of the licensing for these types of facilities. Fulshire is a very large or small but growing community. It's one of the largest populated communities in terms of population growth in the U.S. And we are going to build two facilities. These pictures that you see on these slides are actual images from my business partner's new construction, and so again, we are going to copy those. And I'm just going to kind of skip over a lot of information. I think from a standpoint of facts, the aging population, I think everybody is aware of that. But in addition to the aging population is the population of those seniors that develop some form of dementia, like my mom. And so we are focused on that population and trying to, grow that business because there is a need for it. And these slides, I'm just going to go quickly through it. Again, it just talks about the population growth of seniors and how there is a lack of or demand, a high demand for these types of beds. Um, what our goal is to buy 2.3 acres, and I am have an LOI for 2.3 acres at the moment for two pieces of land, and we will build two homes similar to what you're seeing on the right. Our goal is to make it like a home-like environment and not a facility, not a hospital. 24-hour care, of course, chef prepared meals, of course, medication management, all what you would normally see in these types of facilities, but in a much nicer home environment. Our goals for an investment are an IRR of 20+%, a return on investment in 5 to 6 years, and of course, accelerated depreciation.
That's good.
This is
And just so whenever everyone know too, you're focusing because people are familiar, like they might have heard of RAW in the past, and could you
Yeah,
somewhere here differentiate between the normal RAW that they might have heard about versus what you're building here?
that's absolutely correct. We are trying to catch that niche that's between the RAL space, which is those buying an existing home and rehabbing it, versus the larger big box facilities. So somewhere in the middle It will be new construction, Class A amenities, but in a smaller home-like environment. Yes, that's correct, Tim. Thank you for pointing that out.
Hmm.
Again, our target area that we're going to build is in Fulshire, Texas, which is west of Houston. And again, a small but growing community. There is a lot of development, commercial development that's already in the works in the area, and that's again going to help, I think, our business model. Let me just keep going here. Um, Project wise, we are talking about a $7.9 million total cost. We think the land is going to be somewhere around 800K to a million. And then we'll do a down payment on that 7.9, which is around 1.6 million. We are going to do an SBA loan. For the equity partnerships that we are looking for, we're selling about 40% of the company to the equity partners, whether it's LPs or fund managers. That's what we're looking to provide. Um, Again, we are doing monthly resident rates, but these are private pay. This is not through insurance. 8,000 a month, uh, plus a $5,000 one-time fee. Let's see. Let me get to the numbers page. This is the loan. In the SBA world, when you're doing a loan greater than 5 million, you will have to do two loans through the same lender. One is done by the SBA and one is done by the bank. They split it up in a sense, so it's kind of a blended loan is what I have here of about 6.3 million, 8.25% rate, and annual payments of about 600,000. And when you get to our pro forma numbers for 5 years, once stabilized, we're talking about a cash on cash of about 50+%. Total returns to LPs there, again, once stabilized in year 3 and 4 of about 330,000, 350,000. Of course, we're conscious on the DSCR of at least 1.25. On the exit, we think the value of the property will be somewhere around 13 million, which is almost a $4 million LP return. Equity multiple about 2.6. That's it for my presentation, Tim. So, last one, just the site plan. This is a mock-up that we did. I am focusing on the left part of the image, which is just two buildings for now, but there could be a potential for two more buildings if the demand is there on the right side of the image.